Hello. We're back.
Excuse me.
Nathan is once again a failure. Did not win a PQ.
Once again, I failed to win a PQ.
But also, neither did I. I didn't make top 8. Nathan did make top 8.
Yeah, and I think you were actually very close to the top 8.
I was very close to the top 8. I was a game away, essentially.
There was unfortunately, I actually had 3 team kills on the day.
So we'll start at the beginning, I guess.
Yeah.
Nathan refined the Boba Data Vault list. I don't know that we played that version of this list.
Hello?
The list on stream? Hello.
Not on stream.
Okay. It's more like a 3 force throw, 3 open fire, 3 daring raids.
Not force throws.
Force choke.
Force choke, yeah.
No force throws.
Yeah.
And very like a killy version of the deck where you definitely focus on like murdering stuff primarily.
In Craving, so out with Recruit. Recruit was there when there were 6 1-drops in the deck to give you extra 1-drops. And I didn't actually hate Recruit when I played it because it would let you go find stuff. It would smooth out your draws.
Let's go.
Just pull it up.
Yeah.
This is actually so there were a number of things. There were a number of, we'll say, aberrations.
There were some aberrations.
There were some aberrations in the tournament yesterday, which means that we'll cover those.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm watching Justin attempt to find the deck list.
SpookDB does not want to load, so.
Oh, okay. Okay, we're in. Oh, you're not logged in. There you go. Yeah. Because otherwise, it's not going to let you look at the decks.
Yeah.
You were probably getting a.
I'll just look at the.
But the Justin changed some stuff one.
I'll just look at this one. I get the window up here.
Yes, that is my second top 8 Geladre. I am up to 30 points. Unfortunately.
What do you need? 50?
You need 100.
You need 100. Okay.
Second place is worth 35, which I think is kind of malarkey, if I'm being honest.
So you need 3 second places.
Yeah.
Is first place 50 points?
First place is 100 points.
So first place is place and not. So second should be 50 points, right?
I think second should be like a 50.
Yeah.
All
right.
Regardless,
but I changed one thing. Okay. So here you go. I'll let you talk about it.
Yeah. So isn't 33 points? Yeah. I left First Order Stormtroopers in. I was impressed by First Order Stormtrooper in Quinlan playtesting. First Order Stormtrooper is very good against the control decks that you might run into, and First Order Stormtrooper has puts in a disproportionate amount of work versus like the blue-red hero decks. They don't really want to deal with him. Like, they don't love attacking into him, and the First Order Stormtrooper can do quite a bit of damage on its own. I actually think the First Order Stormtrooper is a perfect 1-drop in this game.
It's amazing.
So, the Justin's version here dropped the Knight of Ren for 1 War Juggernaut main.
And I did like that.
The War Juggernaut main is actually... if I could find a way to get War Juggernaut into the main, I would. If I felt good about
it's
putting War Juggernaut in.
It's probably easier now that Force Throw's gone.
Yeah, with Force Throw gone, you can
make it cut like salvage.
You can overload.
Yeah.
You can overload like your 4, 5, 6 slots, I think. War Juggernaut, of course, was my tech in the sideboard. Justin opted for 1 in the main.
I did get a compliment on the War Juggernaut.
Yeah,
that was like they were like not expecting. I played 2 in a row, and then just like, well,
I actually think 2 War. There's a lot of matchups where if you play 2 War Juggernauts back to back, I think you win the game.
So like the 1 is played, and then the 1 is ready. On the next turn, you play the second one and damage even more stuff
and then
in itself.
And that War Juggernaut attacks for 1,000,000.
Yeah, and then even if they deal with the ready one, they have the follow. You have the one following up for the next turn, so you could like claim and hit them with 1,000,000,000.
Yeah, there was one game, I forget exactly which round it was, but I played War Juggernaut, and my opponent was just like bug-eyed, just like what?
Yeah.
I think it was actually round 1 versus Anakin. My opponent asked me if I had an anti-Anakin build because he felt like he was just like a dog in the matchup or something like that. But
kind of.
Yeah, maybe.
Sort of.
I think it boils down to answer the question, is it an anti-Anakin build? I think the answer is I have tried to make the deck good against Blue-Red Hero. I think Han Red is the best version of that deck. I think Yoda Red is the next version of... Sorry.
And then
Han Blue. Han 2 Blue is the best version of that deck. Yoda Red is the second best version of that deck. And then Anakin 3... Or Anakin is in a distant third.
And all of those are relying on Force Throw a bit. I'm not saying they're dead after Force Throw gone. I think they're probably fine for the most part.
Yeah.
They do lose power with it, though. They lose a way to answer some big
threats. They lose the ability to throw a Crate Dragon at something, and that's a major thing.
They don't have as good leader removal. Like that was their leader answer.
Yeah. They can't just cleanly kill stuff now. They actually have to work for it. All right, so I brought back into the deck TIE Dagger Vanguards. And it was one of those where I played against a bunch of Han Blues in Knoxville, and I was really missing this card because round 1 of Goose Creek, my opponent was playing Anakin, and this TIE Dagger Vanguard, I was doing all kinds of things like TIE Dagger. Like if you play HK and they play a 2/4, you can attack HK into the 2/4. They don't actually want to trade for HK because their 2/4s have abilities they want to keep on the table, and then you can TIE Dagger Vanguard, kill their guy, get an HK damage, get the Boba Fett ping as well.
Oh yeah.
And so the TIE Dagger Vanguard is like a way to enable Boba Fett pings. And I think 2 is about the right thing. It's not great in every single board situation. I found myself sideboarding it out occasionally, but just in the dark, it's pretty solid. And then the rest of it, we cut a salvage, just down to 1 salvage. I still like salvage, but I did add 2 Craving Powers, and I did not regret that decision.
I agree.
In the slightest.
I'm with you.
Feel good. So part of the reason why I wasn't playing Craving Power before was because I was trying to dodge and upgrade hate, which I think was a logical fallacy, in that if your opponent bamboozles a Craving Power, great.
Yeah, even if they Fang Fighter it, then
it almost doesn't matter.
Or Boba Fett maybe.
Yeah, it almost doesn't matter because it's gotten its effect.
Yeah, it's already done the job.
So I've also we cut down to 2 Fang Fighters, I think was where we're at. Justin opted for an aggrieved parliamentarian in the sideboard, and
I never actually used it.
Yeah.
So
and changed the sideboard just around. We put Salacious in the sideboard. How often did you sideboard him in?
Often.
Yeah. I still wonder if he should be in the main deck. However, I do think there's a very careful alchemy, and I think I skewed too far one way at Knoxville, away from the mid-rangey stuff, and I think Craving Power helps out with that.
I do kind of like him in the sideboard.
Yeah.
I had a matchup against Sabine ECL where I played Salacious 3 times and just I think threw their math off pretty bad. And killed stuff, and it was just he was just doing work.
Yeah. Now if you play against the space-based deck, Salacious is just like a dog.
Yeah.
Right. It doesn't do anything.
And I think you don't want to have that in your deck for game 1s against those decks.
Yeah. Exactly. Because you really want the removal, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's the major changes of the deck, and I liked how my deck performed.
I was happy with it too.
Yeah,
I felt really good. The matches, I'll say I started the tournament off 3-0.
Yeah,
I played against Cad Tarkentown first round, and I won 2-0, and then I played against a Ray Tarkentown,
which is kind of a throwback deck list.
And I won 2-0. That game was a little closer, I will say. I think it was first game I actually thought I was going to lose it, and then third round I played against the Sabine ECL and won 2-0. And that felt good against Sabine, just to murder everything. First game he deployed Sabine and put Dark Saber on it. So I took 7, and the next turn I started with the Fang Fighter. It was Fang Fighter, destroy the Dark Saber. He attacks the Sabine. I force choke Sabine, and then he's just playing stuff on the board. He played Poe that turn, just played Poe, right? Because he didn't have a way to. He had nothing on the ground to ambush. Yeah. So the next turn, he attacks with Poe first thing. So I deploy Boba Fett into a ship and do 4 damage to Poe, and then finish it off with a Vanguard. So that felt good, and then he follows that with a Wrecker who can't
do anything
right?
there's nothing on the
it just
ground.
gets played. So I ended up winning that game just by like dealing with this stuff little by little without having taken that much damage to base, like a critical amount of damage to base.
We haven't played Sabine ECL on stream in the current meta, and I suspect there's probably decks that fold to it. But the ability to lane dodge into space makes the ECL Wrecker feel much less oppressive, right?
Yeah, it's less oppressive for sure, like that Ampo than it was in the prior meta.
Yeah.
I guess the pre-JTL meta.
Yeah.
I guess probably, right?
Yeah. The deck that won the tournament did have Poe in it.
The deck. So what deck won this tournament?
This was Hantu Blue.
Hantu Blue won,
Hantu
because we
Blue,
can't see all the deck lists on the competitive hub because Melee, they didn't have us check our decks into Melee.
Yeah, so there was some sort of Melee error with the tournament, and it was one of those things where people went back and checked, and yeah, sure enough, there was like an error with the way deck registration existed on it. So I'd throw my hands up at it. I don't know. Whatever. I had to write out a deck list, and I was kind of mad about that because these are keyboard warrior hands.
Yeah, I can't. My writing is incomprehensible. So.
But yeah, so. So at round 4, I think, is where things kind of go off the rails, right?
So I'm 3-0 going into round 4. I get matched against my opponent.
He top 4s.
Who ends up top scoring. And my opponent is on Thrawn Data Vault.
Yeah, which is a cool deck.
It is a cool deck. It's control. Yeah. And game 1, he destroys me game 1 pretty much. Not destroys, but it was a close grindy game.
Yeah.
That he took. He was just dealing with all my threats as they came out and didn't really have enough base for me to push extra damage. So game 2, I curve out into like Fire Spray and a Dornian Gunship into a Ruthless Raider, and I was just like, I had all that stuff on the board, and it's just like beating ass, and like control doesn't want to see all those ships on the board.
They don't like you playing 4. They don't like you playing 4 power, high toughness units just all in a row because they really want to fell the dragon. And they just can't. They can't fell the dragon any of that.
So at some point during that game, my opponent was like, "Hey, do you mind if I go pee? Because I've been up since 4 a.m. and have not gone to the bathroom yet because he's playing Thrawn Blue and his rounds are going to time every time. So I'm pretty sure he's been going from like game to game to game to game."
I think
man, go ahead.
I don't know. We could probably check Melee, but I'm pretty sure all of his games all of his matches were 3 games, and he was like bumping up against the time.
Yeah, I would not be surprised. So that was the situation. I was like, yeah, just go. And so he's going to the bathroom, and the judge comes over, and he's like, I just noticed someone's there. I was like, yeah, he just went to the bathroom. He's like, yeah, just let me know next time. I need to give you guys like time to finish. I was like, oh yeah, sorry about that. I should have let you know. But he's gone. You can see he's over there waiting for the bathroom because there's one bathroom in this place.
Well, there was 2. There was 2. There was 1 around the corner, but the thing is like level up games in Duluth. I think there's 2 level up locations.
They need to upgrade their bathroom situation because you shouldn't have just like it was 2, right? Like you said. But
this 2
the single person closed door bathrooms.
Yeah, and so the problem is that they also had like a 40K event going on, and then there was also like a regular Saturday crowd of people playing, and then there was like a Spider-Man Magic pre-release. I mean, like the store.
And this is like a 96 person tournament,
and the air conditioning was broken.
Yeah, it was hot as F, and like especially at the top tables because it was right by the window where the sun's hitting. Yeah, it was hot as F there, and we were sitting.
It was no atrium that we played the Keyforge in. That's probably the worst.
Yeah, the sun rays just blasting us. Yeah. Anyway, so opponent gets back after like 5 minutes, and the judge is like, "Hey, I got you guys. We got a 5-minute time extension now." Okay, great. I end up winning that game. And so we go to game 3. And in game 3, it's grindy. My opponent had played, I think, all 3 Power of the Dark Sides going before like turn 6. They were all played. I was like, well, I mean, that's done, right?
Yeah,
but like,
don't worry about those. Don't play around that for the rest of the game.
I hadn't been getting pressure on the base, but at the same time, I was like dealing with the stuff he put out and playing my own threats.
The Thrawn deck had the ability to generate a lot of value during the course of the game.
There's a lot of healing. I had to deal with Cobb Vanth things, like Cobb Vanth would get double amounts of stuff. I actually thought about bringing in the Aggrieved Parliamentarian going into game 3 against Cobb Vanth because like if he does a Thrawn activated Cobb Vanth and gets 2 units to put in the discard pile, you can play a Grief Parliamentarian and just like shuffle them all in. The problem is there's like a very small window to do that, and it's like one card in my Data Vault
and
deck.
the Parliamentarian isn't like a threatening enough body on it.
It's just a 2/2. It's not doing any damage, so it's not triggering Boba. So I'm not like convinced that even needs to be a slot in this sideboard. But anyways, so
that is pretty insane. The double order. I mean, the Order 66. Just main decks, just because
crazy.
Everybody was.
It's not that crazy. Yeah. So we're going back and forth, and we're both just throwing haymakers and dealing with the other haymakers. At some point, like he played Avenger, I ended up just like killing it with sources of damage and like playing enough targets to be able to sacrifice around it. He plays a Snoke, I end up having to like do some crazy stuff to kill a Snoke, and just all kinds of things were happening in that game. He gained a lot of HP just from Onyx and Brawn and stuff. So we go to time, and our extension starts. Okay, so we're still going back and forth, and the 5-minute extension is done. And that turn, I had just played the turn before I had played a War Juggernaut. So I had a ready War Juggernaut. His base was at 26 damage, and there were 4 damaged units in play, right? Yes, there were 4 damaged units in play. I probably don't remember the exact situation, but it was where if I was able to get an activation and attack with the War Juggernaut, the way the board state was, it was exactly enough damage to destroy to win the game. So time gets called, or time had been called, and our 5-minute extension. The judge is sitting there, and he calls the extension, and he says, it was my opponent's turn. He says, you have 1 more action, and then the other player has 1 more action, and that's the game. The time had been called. He said, this action finishes, 1 more action, and then that's the end of the game.
Yeah, you're supposed to finish the round when time is called, and then there's 1 more round.
So I didn't know, because I've never played to a time in a Star Wars tournament, and this is the first time I've been to it in a while. I probably should have brushed up on the rules more. So he said that, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, he's the judge, and you know, I'm going to trust in the ruling of the judge, who I was talking to a few minutes ago. He mentioned that he judged like a bunch of Star Wars games, and I was like, okay, I mean, I'm sure you have experience in going to time rules, right? So that's how we played it, and what happened is my opponent swung his Anakin into my HK to kill my HK, so there's 1 less damaged character on the board. Therefore, my War Juggernaut swung and put him to 32. Now, game ends there. We mark a draw. Yeah. We're both 3-0-1 at this point, myself and my opponent. And yeah. So, but the next turn, I mean, hit 32 health in my base. I'm playing Boba Fett. I had Ruthless Raider in my hand. I had a number of other ways to do damage as Boba Fett, right, to finish. So if by the rule of, you know, you're supposed to take an action phase, finish the current action phase, then take another action phase, right? That's the actual time rules. I'm pretty sure I'm able to finish the game in the next turn. Yeah. My opponent did say he had a Super Laser Blast to follow it up, because he could have Super Laser Blast and heal with Onyx Squadron. But
I think Relentless Raider Boba Fett finishes it off.
Right, with Relentless Raider Boba Fett, I think, and I think I had Daring Raid too, or I could like Devastator. There was like a number of things that Boba Fett has access to. That
the Boba Fett deck actually has quite a bit of reach.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure I could have gotten to the next.
Or you
round,
just rip like a planetary bombardment.
Yeah, my opponent and I talked about it. Yeah, a planetary just finishes.
Yeah, planetary
no
finishes, whatever. Yeah,
but like my opponent and I talked about it afterwards, and he's like, "Yeah, and I'm pretty sure you would have had it odd being 1." He thought he had lost on board before he saw the Anakin into HK play that turn. So yeah, that's how it shook out. We both marked draws, but the problem is
it throws off all the math.
The math in the entire tournament is messed up now, because 2 undefeateds now have a draw in round 4 after round 4. So we go into round 5.
Guess who has to play the people who have draws?
The winners bracket, right?
Yeah. People who and guess who's in the winners bracket?
Nathan was 4-0 going into round 5. So Nathan and I get paired against each other.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, great. I don't really expect to have a good matchup against Nathan, who literally designed the deck I'm playing, and also probably knows how to play against it more. But I know you said that you hadn't played against Boba Data Vault, so you didn't have practice against it. But like, you still know the lines against your own deck more than I do.
Yeah. So the thing is, and when I played against people who refuse to damage their units with indirect damage, those games are tougher.
Yeah.
And so Justin correctly you don't put damage on your units, right? Like when you're damaging your units, you're giving the Boba Fett data vault the stuff it needs to get rid of people.
Yeah.
Right. And
the TIE Dagger Vanguard,
because you're dropping it.
You got
You're dropping the toughness to where the
fire can hit stuff it couldn't.
Yeah,
hit
if a 5 health unit takes 1 point, boom, I can kill it with open fire. If it's got 5 health, I gotta force choke it, right? If something's got 6 health, guess what? I can't kill it without like an OB and something on the table. But
so
yeah,
I end up pretty much losing.
Yeah, I
did also punt a bit. And
Yeah,
Nathan hit ramp in turns or in games that I didn't hit ramp.
Yeah.
Or I ramped the first game, and you actually ended up winning that one. But
yeah, you ramped game 1, but when you deployed Boba Fett, I had a Fang fighter ready to.
That was also the game I did not have a turn 1 play.
Yeah,
so that kind of sucked. So it was like a combination of not great draws and Nathan taking advantage of that.
Yeah,
as he rightly should. So Nathan gets that game. I'm now 3-1-1.
Yeah.
And Nathan is 5-0. So great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, and so at this point, I should be able to just double draw into the top, right? Yeah. Because that's the way the math works, right?
Right.
Unless something has messed up the math, right?
So my prior opponent is now 4-0-1.
Yeah.
And we're going into round 6.
And so I play that guy.
So Nathan's like, he loses the ability to draw into the top 8. He has to now play for that
right,
spot.
because that guy has to win one of the next 2 games. He's forced to play.
Now I'm in a similar boat. Like I pretty much have to win out. I have to win the next 2 rounds to be able to get top 8.
But I do win the round. I lose game 1, but it's actually one of those. It was the sniper problem, the 3rd sniper. Justin and that dude were in a sniper battle beforehand, and I knew that dude took forever to take a shot. So I'm like slightly losing game 1. I'm like, concede, let's go to game 2.
Oh.
And we're like 35-40 minutes still left in the round.
That's smart. And you still played till close to time, right?
Pretty close, yeah. We got done before time, but it was one of those where I'm like, he gets like a slight edge in the game. I'm like, you got it, let's go.
Yeah.
Next game.
I mean, you can pretty much tell when it's just grinding to a halt, right?
Yeah. I was not in a position where I could win it, and so it was just like, and at that point, it's like, don't show me any more of the deck. Also,
he didn't see the whole deck already.
Yeah, but don't show me any more of the deck. Move to game 2, and I did win games 2 and 3, and the games were tight because he correctly put a bunch of damage into the base. Like, I think that's usually the play against Boba Fett Data Vault, is to just put as much pressure on the base as you can. And so I was able to, but like War Juggernaut said, I brought in the end game, right?
Yeah,
so
he was like Crate Dragon,
War Dragon, Reinforcement Walkers, War Juggernauts, Crate Dragon come in from the sideboard. And I never got to. I don't think I played a Crate Dragon on the day. I think I
did play one against him, and he played Avenger to kill it, but I get to like dump 8 damage into or 9 damage into the base.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So
I did beat him. I was now 6-0, and so my last round opponent, like when they go to pair us, I just walk over there and I'm like, draw, and he's like, draw.
Was your last opponent 5-0-1?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they were drawing in because
it was actually the dude who goes on to win the tournament.
Okay. Yeah.
So
I end up winning that round against a really sick Vader Green list, but I did find out that Planetary Bombardment against Vader Green is extremely good. And Vader does not want to be taking that pile of damage. He doesn't have the units to spread it out on. Vader, as a rule, when I played Vader Green back in the day, is like you don't really want to. You can't deal with the base health.
They play something, you kill something.
Yeah.
They play something, you kill it. Right.
You don't want to be taking damage while that's happening.
No.
So I end up winning that matchup 2-0, and I go into the last round against my opponent, who was the winner of the Goose Creek tournament.
No. I don't think so. Who were you playing? Was it a Quinlan?
The guy you were talking to a couple times. Oh, he was in Boston Network.
No, the guy who won Goose Creek was not in Boston Network.
Oh, maybe the guy in Knoxville?
Did you play against the guy in the Boston Network in the last round?
Yes.
I think that dude's name is Phil, but I'm not entirely sure.
That's the guy I'm talking about.
Yeah, I have not met Phil, but some of the other dudes knew him.
Okay, never mind that.
Yeah, that's all right. That's
anyway,
the guy who won Goose Creek was there. The guy who knocked me out of the top 8 in Goose Creek was there, and I chatted with him a couple times. But that's a separate individual from the guy Justin plays in the last round.
He's playing a Obi-Wan Green Vengeance Temple deck, which I brought a version of that to play on stream today because that was a cool deck, and he ends up beating me. as my I could if I won that I probably made top 8 because my only loss was to you and my draw was to another person who's going to top 8, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like my tiebreakers were pretty good going to that. I just had to win this matchup, but this deck beat Boba up. I don't know that this list is close to his list. I just built it based on the things I saw. So we'll try it out in a little bit after we're done catching y'all up.
Yeah. Justin lost, and the bad thing is the guy who beat you ended up getting bubbled.
Yeah. So the guy that beat
because
me
of
got
the
ninth place.
Yeah, the extra draw in the math. So
yeah, because my win percentage was probably not that great.
I think Obi-Wan Virgins is actually in a good spot now because your Obi-Wan doesn't get force thrown and killed on deploy. And you get to play units that are already pretty solid, and then Obi-Wan's ability is above rate if you're constantly getting the force, right? I think the thing you have to worry about is the 25 health. I think that does matter because I think aggro is king right now. So I was able to draw. I go to the top 8. I'll keep mine relatively brief. I had 3 team kills on the day. Justin was one. The dude, one of the guy who actually got second at the tournament was one, and he was on Vader yellow, and he actually had our game 1 was a travesty. He's Vader yellow. He mulligans. He plays nothing on turn 1. The deck is running like 15 1-drops or something, right? He plays nothing on turn 1, and I was like, turn 2, because I play something, right? I play Kylos, right? Because I want to fight him in space. Turn 2, he claims. Turn 2, he plays no good to me dead on my Kylo, so he hasn't deployed anything to the board, and then claims. So he's had access to 5 resources and has played no units. And so it's one of those where the game is very quickly over after that, because I have like a bunch of stuff on the table now. Now I had I was like gearing my hand up to fight. I had like daring raids and stuff like that. So I'm like trying to strategically kill thing. And then I'm just like, what? Yeah, crazy bad start. Now he's stuck it out, and I kind of made a game of it about best as you could after a draw like that. And he actually was thinking about it. He was like, I had the shuttle in hand. I probably should have just played that instead of the No Good to Me Dead, because at least that's the way it's something I can fight into the Kylos or tempt me to trade into
the capture shuttle.
Yeah,
probably.
I think you just need something on the board.
Yeah.
And so and then game 2, I had like 2 overwhelming barrages, and just like the first one put him on his back foot, the second one just iced the game right there. And so anyway, the team killed him. Team killed another person who was on Sabine Red, Sabine Tarkentown. A double overwhelming barrage kicked him to the curb, and I did not see any overwhelming barrages in the top 8. So once I get top 8, I actually have the number 1 seed because I had 6 wins.
Yeah.
Because I was forced
to
play a game.
In draws. Like
I was forced to play a game despite my peacemaking efforts. And so I had to play against CAD Tarkentown, which is not a matchup that I love if the CAD knows what they're doing. And the CAD player was very savvy. Mm-hmm. What he did was he played the deck to just kill all of the Boba Fett units early, and then would find a way to win the game with like the mid-range units in the deck, right? Your Nihil Marauders, your guys that just don't die to Force Choke, and
Cad himself.
What you're trying to do is you're trying to keep the board empty. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why is this dog so amped? This dog is pumped. Yeah. No. And he played it pretty well. Game 1 was very close. I had like a Devastator that was lethal but got waylaid. And like I I had played the Devastator to clean up some stuff, and he deployed like a Zuckuss and an Aura Sing. And on the next turn, I had Planetary Bombardment. He was not close enough to die. I actually had to use the Planetary Bombardment to kill the Zuckuss and the Aura Sing. Because at the time, I think I was at like 24. And so I can't let the Zuckuss live. Like, you just can't.
Yeah.
Right? Because a Surprise Strike kills me. And I can't really let the Aura Sing hang around because I just don't. 24, I can die to like a sneak attack, right? He could sneak attack a second Zuckuss in or something and kill me. So I'm like 9 health. I'm good. As long as I got 9 health, it's hard for him to kill me. But if I get down to like just missing 6 points, there's a lot of stuff I could die to. So I have to Planetary Bombardment, wipe the table, dump some damage into his base. He waylays the Devastator, which I can't replay. I play like a TIE Bomber. He plays like another Aura Sing, pings it, and he has not used Tarkin Town at this point in the match, and then Tarkin Towns it away. So the next turn... Oh, no, he plays a Zuckuss. So the next turn, the only way I can kill the Zuckuss is to maul it. So I maul Zuckuss, but now I'm tapped out again. I play something else that he kills. And then, it was like very, very close. I couldn't I didn't get enough damage early on so where he could just die to any random hit or whatever. And so, really close game 1. And then game 2 was another, pretty tight game, that I ended up losing because he was playing the CAD unit. And I used Maul to smoke something on the ground, and he played the CAD unit and captured it. And now I didn't have a clean answer to the CAD now. So I had actually used Maul and redirected the damage to Salacious on the first attack. So Maul was like full health, in that game I didn't see an overwhelming barrage, and that's what I get for playing 2 against people that I have tested with. So. Yeah, an early round, the weenies were definitely weenieing. Yeah, it can go sideways. All right, so there you go. That's the recap. Buddy avenged me in the next round. I would have had to have played him, the Vader yellow deck, and he avenged me against the CAD deck. You got your clown horn there, Eddie?
It was the giraffe's head.
The giraffe's head? Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, I built Emperor Palpatine yellow for today. Just to play some random games. Now the top 8. What we did is we opted to split price support between us, because they actually had a Carbonite box for first, second, third, and fourth, which is a very generous prize in my opinion. And so everybody got half a Carbonite box. So I got 6 packs of Carbonite that we're going to open. We also got half a regular box, and so we've got 12 Legends of the Force packs. What we're gonna do, we're not going to Philly. I'm not going to Philly. I don't know if you want to go or not, but
it's unlikely.
I'm not gonna speak for you. But we've got from that tournament 12 Legends of the Force packs for our finish, which we're gonna use to do a sealed sometime this week, maybe tomorrow, maybe Wednesday. I'm not sure. Force throw being banned is almost irrelevant to us now, because my PQC is over. There is another PQ that's close by, but it's like max registration 48 people. The wait list is like 30 deep or something at this point. So it's very unlikely that I could make that tournament, and that's next weekend anyway. Throw my hands up. But I got 30 points towards towards the World's invite. Galactic invite or whatever. So I'm pretty happy with that for one season's worth of work. And Secrets of Power is actually not that far away. It's about a month away. Pre-releases start like the 1st or whatever of November.
Yeah, so like if you're going to Philly, then the Force throw ban is actually relevant for like side events. Because I think there's a side event that does reward points.
Yeah. But Philly is limited,
but
right?
The main event is limited.
Yeah, so it almost doesn't matter. It almost doesn't matter that Force throw is banned now. So we'll figure out something to do during this meantime. I think the sealed is a good thing as a good diversion, since that is what's relevant. So locked in a limited PQ on the 4th. Yeah. I wish
I would love a limited PQ.
I wish I could play in one of those, because man, limited. This game is really good in limited. Now sometimes you get just like a terrible pool. I think this set is pretty prone to that.
I really wish that bases were in rare slot, like rare bases,
like virgins and stuff like that. Yeah, because
they should be a rare in the base slot, like the leaders are, right?
Yeah. Well, the base slots are like tokens, right? So they come out of the pack anyway when you open them for booster draft. All right. We got 6.
Because that can really mess up a sealed pool.
It's actually... This is actually an interesting hand. This can never be mulliganed. This can never be resourced. This can never be resourced. Are these what gets resourced? I guess so. A 5?
Yep.
11. I'll give you the initiative. Consular. Alright, I'm going to play an ISB agent. I'm going to show you a resupply, and I'll deal 1 damage to the consular.
I'll take initiative.
I will pass. We got people motoring around outside.
I'll take it for 1.
This I feel is a resupply territory. Gungi, the gungster, Gungaroony. This I feel is take the initiative territory.
The Gungler.
The Gungler.
Eddie got a street. Hopefully you're watching.
You have the force.
I have force. You have to go back in time and clip it.
I'm guessing this gets resourced. Okay. I am going to contracted hunter and kill the counselor before he plays something stupid. Before he plays something stupid.
Bloody Shroot.
I'm going to toss the contracted hunter at Chirrut. And draw.
I'm gonna give experience to Gungi.
I will take the initiative.
I'm gonna fight the ISB agent. And pass.
I'm gonna play the Legacy Run.
Six damages. Thank you for 3.
Take 3. I'm gonna pass.
Thank you for 3.
Pass.
Power of the dark side, I guess.
I'll dump 4 into Cheer It. And I'll dump 2 into Gungi. I'll take initiative.
Thank you for 3. And pass.
I'll pay 7 for Vader. Amplify Gungi. We'll go 5, 10. Actually, I'm going to do this first.
Okay.
Because I may hit an ISB agent. I did. Great. We'll kill Obi-Wan instead. So the ISB agent is going to come into play, and I'll show you all this stuff in a second here. We'll get a Salacious and heal my base. Gungi had 3 on him. Actually, is P38 better than 2? I actually think the number of units matters here. Yeah. So Vader will play ISB agent. There you go. ISB agent is going to show you no good to me dead. Do a damage to Obi-Wan. Vader's going to ambush Obi-Wan. I'll play Salacious heal 1. And pass.
I'll fight Salacious.
Okay. You're not interested in playing against Salacious?
No.
I'll
He's a menace.
take initiative.
The goddamn menace. Play Obi-Wan.
Okay.
Pass. This is exactly the kind of deck that Palpatine Yellow is really good against, I feel like.
Because you play progressively bigger units and you feel pressured into having to play them to affect the board, and then Palpatine takes one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think I'll resource this, I guess. Alright. I have the initiative. Deploy Palpatine, take control of Gungi. And you've got Luke, right? You're on Luke resources.
Mm-hmm.
I'll deploy Palpatine, take control of Gungi.
I'm gonna Rebels Fall Palp.
How dare you?
As many force actors you have, do you think the rare base is the best option? The rare base gives you some plays that you wouldn't have otherwise. Like, for instance, on turn 2, you have the force going into your Jedi Consular's first action, so you can use it instantly. And I think that's probably the main reason that Virgin's Temple is used. The HP you can see here does not matter. And this Obi-Wan deck also doesn't really necessarily need the force more than once a turn.
You got 1 open.
Yeah.
I know he's not force throwing me.
That's true. There's probably a version of this deck prior to last weekend that would play Force Throw for 3.
Yeah. I think that is fair. Okay, let's run a legacy run.
Take it for 4.
I will take the initiative.
Yes. Also, in playing against this deck with Boba, I expected like the 25 health to be a weakness, and then I kept looking up at the base like, oh, it doesn't have that much damage on it because.
I'm gonna sneak attack in a Devastator.
Alright, we can move on.
I will blast that Obi-Wan to pieces. Here's your gun gear.
I'm really curious to see what the next set of meta decks, I guess, after next week's PQs, we'll get a little bit of an idea.
Yeah, and they'll
like.
exist for a very short period of time, I guess.
Short, right? But CAD, Target Town, probably Boba, still very good.
So I think it's funny because I play against people and they're like, I thought this deck wasn't good when they're talking about like Boba Data Vault, and because there's like a lot of people I think who've played against like, I don't know, I suspect people just don't understand the matchups, right? Sometimes you're the beatdown, sometimes you're on defense.
I like that it can pivot like that. That's what I enjoyed about the deck.
But the deck is extremely versatile, which is why, like, when I played it the first time, I was like, I would play this at a PQ because if I'm sitting down against somebody who I have no idea what they're gonna do.
You have like a number of ways you can go.
Yeah.
That is the experience I was not getting from other decks I was messing with. It was
There's
like,
a lot
I lose that shit of this matchup kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I didn't really feel like.
I don't think
Boba probably has some matchups that are like 40-60.
Yeah, it doesn't feel.
That's okay.
But you can steal games with it because I think the deck has the ability to steal games.
That's better than like the.
I think the deck
75.
has. I think the deck has the ability to punt games sometimes too, but overall, I think. All right, both of you get resourced. It's funny because this makes me play completely different.
I mean, just getting the ping on the ISB was pretty big.
Yeah. PQ, Obi-Wan 3, ECL, won both matches handily. Yeah, see. When I, like, every time I, like, went to build a Obi-Wan ECL, I was like, I don't know how this deck beats Boba Fett, right? Because I was like, if I do this, I know my opponent will do this, right? You know, that type of ISB agent resupply thing.
Take initiative.
Yes.
Governor resupply. Frick you. I had a governor last game, but I don't know what I should be calling it. It's possible like a legacy run.
Legacy run is like how this deck wins.
Yeah.
I think games, if the Palpatine player plays a legacy run, your chances of winning that game crater.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you have like a dude based plan, your chances crater. P38, ping the governor. Now you can get that.
I was just touching it. Take for 2.
Stop looking at it. I think it's yours. Did I care about this damage? The answer is no, I don't. So I actually think this scenario right here, this is a Boba Fett data vault thing, okay? You have people who have been taught wrong by other card games, okay? If I'm Boba Data Vault and I got like an HK-47 here and he could like attack or something like that, right? Let's just say. There are a lot of people who are like, I'm going to get my 2 damage into this base. And that 2 damage does not matter, right? Because I'm looking at stuff over here that actually does matter. And if I take the initiative, I have a chance to answer this stuff and Justin has nothing that he can do about it, right? Okay. So, yeah, I'll take initiative here. This is 1 damage, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Very interesting. Because it's this. Well, attack you for 3.
Thank you for 2.
Sure. I will attack you for 1.
Attack you for 1.
I'll play a Super Laser Technician.
A warrior.
I'll ping the shield off the itinerant wear with Palpatine and draw, and with using the Super Laser Tech.
I'll take initiative.
I'll pass.
Take a base for 4.
I will attack you for 3.
I'll use the Force and XP Seattle. Actually, the Governor.
The Governor.
I'll deploy Obi-Wan.
I'll fight Yaddle for 2.
I'll fight your base. Buff.
I'll sack the P-38 to do a damage to Yaddle, and then when the P-38 is defeated, I'll do a damage to Yaddle. Draw a card.
Consular.
I will take the initiative.
Yoda. Pass. Does Traitorous remove the block on resupply? No, resupply is still named.
It says opponents can't play it though.
Yeah, so I can't play resupply.
Justin can't play resupply. All right, you're on 6. I think I have to Vader the Consular before you play the Yoda unit. Alright, so first off, we'll Vader 8, 10. I guess we got Super Laser Tech. It's like double legacy run in this pile. Send it to the bottom of the deck. And then Vader will kill the consular.
I'm gonna fight the ISB agent.
Okay.
And buff Yoda.
The regional governor will fight Yodi. Yeah, I'll fight Yodi with regional governor.
I'll attack you for 3.
I'll take the initiative.
I'm gonna fight the tech and power the dark side. And pass.
Alright, I'm gonna deploy Palpatine and take Yoda.
Thank you for 3. Buff the warrior.
I'll contracted hunter into the warrior.
Luke. I guess it's Yoda.
Okay, I'll draw. I'm gonna play a Salacious and heal one.
Take initiative.
I'm gonna play the Legacy run. Then Palpatine's gonna fight your base for 4. I'm gonna sack the Legacy run, deal 6 to Luke, and then Palpatine 1 to Luke and draw. And pass.
Luke Salacious.
ISB agent. Show you change a heart, deal 1 damage to Obi-Wan.
Take it for 3.
I'm gonna change a heart Luke.
Take initiative.
Palpatine's gonna attack Obi-Wan, sack Luke, deal damage to Obi-Wan. So Palpatine takes 3, draw. I'll play a P-38. Pass.
Too bad Palpatine's gonna rotate out because the Legacy Run combo is nice. It's a little more rocket and internal. Warrior.
Attack you for 3. You did not spend the Force there to gain 3? Okay.
Kiadi.
You do not currently have coordinate.
Correct.
Reinforcement walker. And we get Salacious and gain 3.
I'll buff Kiadi.
ISB agent is going to attack your base for 1.
Take initiative.
Palpatine is going to fight your base for 4, sack the ISB agent, ping the itinerary aware. Draw him. I will contracted hunter the itinerary aware. And I will pass.
Alright. Play one more game. I hate Palpatine Yellow. That's probably my least favorite deck to play against in the history of this game.
I've given you several sets reprieve from it, so
it's horrible.
This was a set 1 classic for me.
Yeah,
this was a set 1 classic. The store showdown that we had that had like 20-something people in it. It was like 5 rounds. I went 5-0 with this deck.
I'd rather play against Django.
At least you have the excuse of the deck being broken.
Yeah, if you're not playing like face roll aggro against that Palpatine deck, it's tough.
You pick apart the mid-range decks.
Yeah.
You pick it apart. The Palpatine deploy is often just backbreaking.
Yeah, like it was better in the first game when I had Rivals Fall for it. Like if I had Rivals Fall that turn, that would have been a little better.
Yeah. I mean, I drew infinity cards off of him. I killed Luke twice. Yeah, I mean, it was just a debacle. Top to bottom debacle.
I'm curious to see what decks pop up with this Obi-Wan too, because like Obi-Wan Yellow is probably pretty decent. I like this one a lot too. There's a lot of ways you can go with it.
Yeah. I do think this Obi-Wan deck does fall into the category of decks that when you know the trick, it's easy to stop it from happening, right? I actually think the deck should be playing the Separatist dude and probably R2 as well.
It is playing R2.
Okay. I think it might need to play the Separatist dude.
What's the Separatist dude?
The 1/4 for 1.
Just the 1/4? Just the guy?
Yeah.
I can see that.
The reason being...
You jam both against Target Town?
You can play both.
Against CAD. Yeah, it's only playing R2. At least this list I made. Like I said, I don't have... This is not the actual list of the person that was playing, because we don't have deck lists for this tournament. And then you got 9th place anyway. This is my approximation. Alright, I'll play Gungi.
I'll play Salacious.
Take initiative.
I will McClunky Salacious. Dump 3 in the Gungi. Yes.
Take it for 2.
I'll play a P38 and ping Gungi.
R2.
I'll take initiative.
Governor Legacy Round. Pass.
Sneak. Aura.
Take it for 2.
I'll attack the governor for 3.
I'll attack your base for 1.
I'll throw Aura at the regional governor and draw.
Pump R2.
Attack you for 3.
Warrior.
I'll take initiative.
Take it for 2.
This deck feels so much worse when you don't ramp.
Oh, yeah.
No resupply, no super laser tech. I'm gonna attack you for 3.
Thank you for 2.
I'm gonna play the legacy run.
General's Bleed.
Yeah. Take initiative.
Obi-Wan. Take it for 2. Thank you for 8. Take it for 3. Pass.
Just the contracted hunter 80 years late. So the problem was the regional governor, because I had sneak attack legacy run that previous turn.
Yeah.
So it would have cleaned up the board quite a bit.
I do like a deck that you can main on deck regional governor.
Yeah.
There was a game against this deck where going into the 4 resource turn, my play was going to be Fet's Fire Spray, and like his first action was governor, name Fire Spray. I'm like, well, that sucks. Yep. He was just like, I thought about that deck or thought about that play. I was like, what's the worst thing my opponent could play here?
Just stop
like,
that. Yeah.
That guy. Yeah. Like Fet's Fire Spray. I'm like, well, you got it. You got it.
All right. These Carbonite Packs.
Yeah.
Okay. I owe you 1. I'll let you open 1, right? Because you let me open 1. Or you let me open 2, right?
From my last box?
Yeah. It was just you open. It was 1 per box, right?
I don't remember. Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Did you not open any Carbonite?
I did not open any Carbonite boxes.
I don't remember that. All right, Carbonite box.
So the thing is at this point, it's so far gone from it. I actually did not like the mural cards, and like more than half the cards are those mural cards.
Yeah, you get, like,
I don't
the sandy
like them.
background.
I don't like them.
I
don't like those backgrounds. It's not diverse enough. It's not cool enough. I like the murals, right? But the ones that are like that doesn't do anything for me.
Array.
Yeah.
Wolf.
Yeah.
Some foils that no one cares about.
Porgs. Crisis. Okay. Jedi Holocron. Unplayable cards.
The Doubter.
The Doubter. Foil.
Foil.
The Doubter. She's playable for sure.
Yeah. Definitely. More so now because she's
not force throw food.
Some hyperspace stuff. Shin. That's cool. Oh, hyperspace foil Kiadi.
Oh, okay.
That's awesome.
Kiadi got slightly worse, but he's still cracked.
Yeah, he's still a reason to play
cracked.
Red Hero Force. Draw 2 cards on a 4 for a 4 body is going to be good.
He's not going anywhere.
It's going to be good no matter
anywhere.
what. All right. Yeah, got a Navar Chris.
That's a starter deck card.
Yeah,
Qui-Gon's at least.
Not bad. Ooh,
Deathfield. Okay.
Okay, Darth Malik looks kind of sick.
Yeah, he does. That's yeah, that's sick. It's a shame. It's a shame I have all these top 8 Darth Maliks. I don't know which ones to play.
Jeez, suffering from success. That's good. We like that. Purge Trooper, Jedi,
Star Company.
Purge Trooper. Is that playable in Boba Fett sideboard?
Perhaps.
Or is it not good enough?
Perhaps. So the problem is
Second
the 2
sister.
health. So the thing that that's cool.
That looks really cool.
It looks really cool.
And it says Legionnaire was another cool one. Foil.
So the problem with Purge Trooper is the 2 health. Okay, so the thing that the Boba Fett deck does not want in play ever is a Grogu.
Yeah.
Purge Trooper does not kill Grogu.
If it just like killed a Force unit or something like that, that'd be crazy. I do kind of feel like 2 damage is not quite enough damage.
Yeah.
For that effect to ever be playable. It probably could have been pushed a little more.
Oh, Third Sister. This card, which we've already seen, this card, like that card, that is whatever. A Crushing Blue, a Caretaker, the Legionnaire, the Trials, the Sun. I'm working on the whole mural.
Yeah.
Gungan Warrior. What did I have rares? Were there rares in here that I just missed?
There was
Jedi Trials.
The Jedi Trials, yeah.
That's my rare.
Yeah.
That's it.
I had ordered singles of that card because I didn't get enough in my box, even though we've never played with it.
Yeah. Praetorian, Adept, Luthen. We might be able to make an Andor theme deck soon. As I have foreseen. Now, I was very close to bringing around this card with the temple, not the Virgin's Temple, but the monastery or whatever, the green one. Because you can turn 1 this and play something that costs 5 on turn 1.
Interesting. You could do you could do Barriss with that. She's yellow.
You could do Barriss, but Barriss does not like that card because Barriss has to spend the Force to make the thing reduced by 1.
Yeah, that's right.
But you could use this with like non-Force stuff, and I think you could play Darth Tyrannus, the unit, the 4/3 one, right? Because you just care about having the Force, and so you could play that in the deck because you just grab the Force when you need him to have ambush. And then you're setting up for the As I Have Foreseen to play something way far ahead of
That's an interesting idea.
All right. Charging Phylac and Hyperspace Foil Kylo Ren, which is kind of cool. I actually think this is maybe one of the worst prestige packs I've ever seen.
That's pretty bad. I don't know. The whole box was like garbage.
Yeah.
My second box.
All right. Next pack. Another Avar Chris. Foil Sidious. I had an opponent who played a Jedi Knight against me yesterday, but I had everything in space. And he was like, I play the Jedi Knight. And then he looked at the ground arena and was like, but you don't have anything there.
Yeah.
The Jedi Guardian. Hey, speaking of Darth Tyrannus, he's here. An Ascension Cable, a special in those Kylo Tarkin Town decks. A Premonition of Doom. That card has not done anything. It's a shame because I think it's a very interesting card.
I agree. It's just that you have to take an action and then do something.
Foil 8th Brother. Now I do think 8th Brother is a house.
He's definitely a house. I was playing him in my Third Sister builds. That I was actually close to playing Third Sister.
Yeah,
because that deck's fun.
Acolyte.
It does the classic murder
Army
everything
of the Dead
game plan that I like.
Overpower. Stinger Mantis. Hyperspace Qui-Gon's lightsaber is cool. Ooh, Hyperspace Foil Sorceress Blast.
Swag.
And then a Hyperspace Foil Stinger Mantis. I already had a Stinger Mantis in the pack.
2 more packs, huh?
Yep.
Maybe you can get a prestige.
Have I gotten a legendary?
Or showcase, I mean. You get the Darth Malak.
Darth Malak.
Yeah.
Hyperspace Obi-Wan. Some Ewoks. Consumed by the dark side. This is like an interesting Boba Fett card too, because you could buff one of your guys, deal 2 damage to it, and then
activate him.
Trigger Boba Fett's ability. So, Purge Trooper, Tusken Tracker. This thing, okay. I actually don't hate this unit. I like this unit quite a bit.
That might see more play now because I don't know, maybe not.
You can move like lightsabers around. You can do all kinds of stuff with this.
You can move General's Blade around.
Yeah. Yaddle. I'll take another Yaddle. The Sun again. Witch of the Mist. Some spaceships nobody has played outside of Limited. Something does something with creatures. Hyperspace Syndrolic is cool. I actually don't think I had that many of him. We got a Knight of Rin. This is my signature card.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And this is a rare, the Dringerspan. I think the problem is his stats are too bad.
3/3 is not.
His stats are
it's not killing
bad.
anything.
No,
it's a problem.
Yeah, given over experience
if it killed those 2/4s, then
equal to the defeated unit's cost.
If it was like a 4/3, it could kill those 2/4s, and then it would be playable.
You could ambush in.
Yeah.
All right, we got a Bear Safi. We were just talking about her. Gungan, the Frylock. Obi-Wan, Mysterious Hermit. This card is like borderline, right? Because it's got ambush, so you could like play it turn
it's
one.
Force. It can attack.
It'll trigger
give you the it can give you the attack.
Infused Brawler. Sifo Dias. The clone deck eventually, surely.
Maybe.
Someone will make the clone deck.
The clones are going to rotate out by the time they're playable.
Luke Skywalker. So, how many of the cards that I opened that were these?
The mural cards.
The mural cards. It was all of them, right? This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Actually, there's not enough.
Darth
difference.
Malak wasn't. It was the coolest looking one.
Yeah, because it's in the. It's like, it's a mural, isn't it? With HK47.
Oh, that one is too.
I think so.
It's not that mural though.
No.
Or it's not the son and daughter.
Ravenous Rathor. These. More Knight of Rin. Marin. I did get the whole family.
Wow.
Curious Flock. And another Syndrolig.
Oh,
which is
kind of cool. Foil Syndrolig. That's nice. Backgrounds don't match the lighting. It makes them look off.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I wonder if the background was like. Is the background like a back door? Make them all part of the same thing.
Just slap them in there.
Slap them all on the same background.
You do
right? Because I don't know how many of those.
One tool and rip out their portraits and then slap them on the background.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, those are not great packs. The two Syndrolic is actually kind of nice.
Yeah, and
that's a maybe playable card.
So, I do think Syndrolig is better now because he's not force throw food.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen decks who play Syndrolig. However, he's like a 2-card combo, right? Like you have to have the lightsaber.
That's the problem with like him and Fen Rao.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
You have to assemble it first.
Yeah, the Fen Rao, can you put the figure of Destiny on Fen Rao? You know what I'm talking about? The new 3-cost can only be played to a unique unit.
Yeah. Oh, the heroism one?
Yeah.
I guess you could, yeah.
And it's like, wow, this unit
you
is...
mean like a green-blue attachment deck?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's like, wow, this unit is ready, all of your heroic stuff gets whatever. I mean, Fen Rao would let you cheat it in and then also kill something potentially. But I mean, I think that card, that is like the Akbar card. Dojur.
Your boy Akbar.
Right? Like, Akbar puts that on there and all those damn X-Wings are now like hitting for 3 and restoring 1. Like, holy crap.
Because you can like deploy Akbar, put that on, and then deploy a gun on him that same turn.
Yeah, he's hitting for a bunch. Assuming we're not even like touching plot, right? Like,
yeah, true. New Vader pilot card. Yeah, play for 5. It's probably fine.
Yeah,
probably fine.
Yeah, but that card seems pretty good.
Yeah. All right, y'all. So tomorrow, sealed.
Yeah. We got these. They'll sit right here. We'll put them out for you right now.
No one's touching them. No one's interfering.
No one's interfering with them.
So we'll do like sealed. We'll talk about our choices.
I think we just got to go through the thing, and the caveat here is, of course, outside of like the stuff for the stream and then like a one in-person thing. I actually dropped from our the release event that we had to go play Blood Bowl.
What if we do this? What if we open a pool and we both work together and make the deck.
Okay.
And then we do the same thing. So we're talking through the deck creations of both decks.
That probably makes most sense. I think it's probably the best
play games because I think the game is like the least important part of
you just have to get the
pool.
Yeah.
Because we can talk about like what's the potential for both pools.
Yeah.
And then we can just like randomly determine who plays what.
Yeah.
So that we're not like, oh, this is my pool. I'm gonna make. Oh, I kind of want it to be this. No, let's do that. So it'll be like a kind of a sealed deep dive for anyone who's going to go to Philly or anyone who has a limited PQ in the future. So
yep.
You missed the stream, Berto, and but that's
Thank
okay
you. I
because
appreciate appreciate that. So
it'll be on YouTube soon.
yeah, you can go back and watch our recap.
Yep.
And for the record, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter at the end. We're not we're not trying to get anybody in trouble over the PQ, the way.
The draw. It is what it is.
It's stuff goes
Mistakes
wrong.
are made.
Stuff goes wrong. No hard feelings.
I'm not mad
like
about it. I think I likely would have had the same matchups post that game. It's like highly likely.
You probably would have won, which meant you were in the winner bracket, and I was in the winner bracket, so
we probably would have matched against. So I probably would have lost that game because it was the exact same result from that game. So
now I don't think I played that guy round 5.
You wouldn't, because you would be. You would have had to play down to him.
I did pair down again, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
it's possible then.
So maybe, who knows?
Because he was winning the rest of the games too.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's all good. It just kind of is a bummer.
Yeah.
Because it's a little bit of a bummer. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching.
All right.
And we'll see you tomorrow.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.